David Moyes sacked. Yes, you guys probably already heard the news. David Moyes has been left of his duties from Manchester United. Some might say, how long did this take? Took too long, but hey, it's finally happened. Me personally, I didn't think it would happen till the end of the season, but I have to say, guys, some of this might surprise you guys. I'm a little devastated just because the fairy tale didn't work out, so to speak, I should say. Ferguson picked Moyes. It would have been a fairy tale if Moyes had been the new Fergie and it all worked out. Yada yada yada. Didn't happen. I'm quite sad, guys. It's never ever nice for not just a manager, for any person, even me or your family, your father, that gets sacked and loses a job, And I feel sorry for David Moyes in one sense, because he didn't apply for this job. He didn't want this job. It was given to him. Ferguson knocked on his door, went to his house and said, "You are the new Manchester United manager." And he would have been like, holy fuck, like, wow, this is unreal, And let's be honest, I think the whole time he was there for his, 51 games he was there, he was like, oh my god, this is Manchester United, this is wow, And he looked out of place. So, and I feel sorry for him because he spent, 10, 11 years at Everton and built up a great, what's a good word for it? He built up a great, what am I looking for? What word? I wouldn't say he was... I'd say well-respected is the word I'm looking for. He was well-respected at Everton. They were relegation battlers. He was, fighting for European places. And, mate, he had a team built for him, and they used to play for him. And he was well-respected. Didn't happen at United. Did not happen. And this, unfortunately, guys, is where the truth hurts. He was not good enough for Manchester United. The performances were terrible. Their tactics were even worse than terrible. He had no game plan, guys. No game style. If we're losing games here and there, like you Stoke and away and who did we lose to? Newcastle at home, Everton at home, West Brom at home. I can handle those losses if I can see a game style, a game plan where we were just attacking, great passing, whatever style he wants to implement, and if it was working, it was like, oh man, we're unlucky, we had about 15 chances today, but we didn't, one didn't hit the back of the net, but we created chances. I've always said this, guys, you start to panic when you're not creating chances. And that's how many times this season have we only had one shot on target, 2 shots on target. It's been plenty, and that's when you worry, guys. So, unfortunately, guys, the players, these Manchester United players who were champions when he took over, weren't playing for the manager. They took him for a ride. Unfortunately, his players at Everton, he built them up and they played for him. He didn't get the same respect at United, unfortunately, and it's a shame, but these things happen, guys. It just proves that David Moyes, great guy, great fella, great manager, but it would have been good for David Moyes just to go into a big club, like a Tottenham or something around there, around that retrospect. A big club with a transfer kitty. Even Newcastle United have a much more bigger transfer kitty than Everton. Well, not at the minute. But anyways, a club like Tottenham or something like that, But to go from Everton to Manchester United, the biggest club in the world, nah, it's too big of a jump. He didn't have that winning history like Fergie did when he took over. But I've got to say respect to Manchester United fans. Fergie said, back David Moyes, stand by him till the end. And I can say we've done that, guys. Honestly, we might rant on Twitter here and there. We might rant on YouTube here and there. But none of us at the ground were saying Moyes out, holding up banners and booing him. None of that nonsense. We can stand proud and say we backed our manager to the end. You might have a few dickheads, out on the street and on Twitter saying, oh, Moyes out. But you're not going to have... Realistically, guys, there was no one in the ground saying Moyes out, get lost, David Moyes. So, we still are respected, and I hope David Moyes is still respected, because it's going to be hard for him to get a job now. Maybe he can get a job, still, maybe like an Aston Villa or something, and work his reputation up, because I do feel sorry for him. What happens now? Giggsy, interim coach for the rest of the season. I think we've got 3 or 4 games to go, so that's going to be nice. Can you imagine Giggsy in a suit for the game? Tactics, Come on, referee, can you imagine Giggsy doing that? It's going to be weird. Hey, who could be player coach? Shoot, imagine that. That would be awesome to see. But anyways, contenders, guys, for the next coach. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be our next manager? Klopp, Van Gaal, Simeone. Who's it going to be? They're the 3 favourites so far. I just hope, I'm saying it now, I'm going to record it. It's recording on YouTube, guys. You heard it first. I do not want Louis Van Gaal. No chance. No chance. I'll take Klopp. I'd love to have Klopp. That's who I originally wanted. Simeone is doing fantastic. Bring him in, fresh new manager, attacking style of football. I would love that. Klopp, Simeone, not Louis Van Gaal. Too old. His track record isn't fantastic anyway, so, alright, he may have won the Champions League back, 20, 30 years ago, but seriously, since then, he's not fantastic. I wouldn't call him a great manager. He's half decent, not United quality. Please, we don't want to go down that road again, but, yeah, guys, I thought I'd make this video, because I thought you guys might be interested in my thoughts, but that's just fresh off the boat. It's only happened an hour ago, guys, so... yeah, like, subscribe. I want to hear what you guys thinking. Leave some comments down below, and I'll probably make an in-depth video, probably coming up tomorrow or sometime this week, something like that, about David Moyes. Now, I just want to say, guys, you can look back at all my videos. I never, ever once said Moyes out. He pushed me over the edge how many times, but I never said Moyes out. But getting rid of David Moyes is the best thing Manchester United have done. Moyes out.